On today's episode, I'm joined with Maple, who's going to be on the microphone today, as you can see. Actually, the microphone's not even in front of her face.
Welcome to The Woofy Show, the ultimate dog lover's digest. Meet your hosts, Brian and Magda, two dog lovers ready to help you be the best dog parent, unravel the mysteries of canine behavior, and keep you updated on the latest trends in the dog world. This podcast has something for everyone. Get ready for heartwarming stories, expert advice, and a lot of laughs.
She just wanted to jump on Magda's lap for this episode, so we'll see how long she stays there. It's kind of funny. She never wants to sit up here with us.
No, she never sits here. She sits in the kitchen for some reason. She really just enjoys sitting on my lap.
But no, in all seriousness, we're going to be talking about Halloween and dogs and Halloween. It's mid-October at the time of recording, so it's almost Halloween time. So we just thought we would kind of discuss that, some tips, some advice, and how to prepare you and your dogs for this spooky night, spooky day, spooky season, whatever it is, right?
I remember our first Halloween with Maple.
Yeah.
It was, she got dressed in, I think it was a bat costume.
It was a bat costume, yeah. You'll see it on our Instagram, actually.
It was really cute. Yeah. And she was a little scaredy cat. She was scared of everything.
And so that's something I don't think a lot of people realize is like Halloween can be a very like overwhelming. We're going to use the word overwhelming. Not scary because you might not understand that. A lot of people don't realize that Halloween can be very like overwhelming for dogs.
Yeah.
Not just scary, but just there's so much that goes on. From the doorbell ringing, knocking, kids coming trick-or-treating.
But it's even the decorations. So I want to start with that because the Halloween decor, it happens pretty early on, right? At the start of October, there's decoration, there's things going on outside of people's houses. And Maple's always curious, like, what the hell is this giant ghost doing out here?
Or whatever,
so it can be like, you have to desensitize your dog to this. You have to kind of maybe from some treats on the ground, make sure that they're okay with it, that they don't freak out every single time they come around the house and there's, a little bit of decoration that they're not used to.
And that's either assuming your dog's going to stay at home or you're going to take them out to go trick-or-treating with your kids. And you're right. So some of those decorations, they move. They make noises. Like I saw this funny video. There's somebody we have on Instagram where their dog went to, I don't know, some store. There was a giant, some Halloween thing that was moving and there was a ball right next to it. And this dog really wanted the ball. And it was just like, like where they plant their feet and they're leaning in as much as possible, trying to like grab it to run away.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, what the hell is it? And because they're also motion censored.
Yeah.
That's how and so that could scare the crap. And you don't realize something like that could have like a lasting effect on your dog.
Yeah.
Where now any sudden movement, a bag blowing or, paper or something like that will startle them. And so the decoration is something that, you have to be careful about. They fake spider webs could be bad. It could get caught on them. There's so many little things.
They could eat it. You never know.
Well, they could eat it. Yeah, that's true. And so
something.
Just because you don't have these type of decorations, but maybe you're taking your dog, you dress them up, you're dressed up in a matching outfit and you think it's so cute to take them to these houses. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to be at that house. You don't know if you're going to open the door and the homeowner is going to be dressed scary.
The important thing about Halloween and the decor that goes into it is just to take it slow with your dog. Understand they don't have that comprehension of what this is.
That this is not real.
You have to kind of start from the bottom with that and really desensitize them in a way that just making sure that your dog is neutral towards it. They don't really care about it. It's just another thing on their walk. Maple especially gets really weirded out by things that are not normally there. So around your neighborhood, when she's not used to seeing something that is there, she's just kind of like, what the hell?
And so maybe the first year you just start off, you go with somebody else and you bring the dog, but you just stay on the sidewalk the whole time, and don't go up to the houses, just so then they can see the things moving and the noise and things like that. And maybe that's the first Halloween. Yeah. Cool. They're in the cutest costume ever. Hopefully they can fit in it next year or you're going to get another one next year. Anyway,
a lot of people don't actually realize how to desensitize their dog to these things. And like the first step is to probably build some distance between the stressor, which is the decor outside, and dog, right?
Or go out during the day first,
Yeah.
like the week before. Like you said, people have their decoration up. I think she's having enough. She keeps looking down.
You can go off.
There we go. So where were we? Oh, yeah, going during the day.
Yeah.
Maybe first, just to like the neighborhood, in your neighborhood and just walk by things, stuff like that. So,
and the good thing is that you should take your dog out earlier in the month.
Yeah.
So then they kind of get used to more and more houses looking strange too.
Yeah.
So
I guess that's the first point is the decor. So I guess another thing this is now if your dog stays home with you and you are, you have kids coming. I don't know how your dog reacts when someone goes to the door. Like that could be a crazy thing. If you constantly have your doorbell ringing, now that's not a time to start training your dog doorbell manners.
Yeah, no, you have to train that.
The first Halloween, she didn't really care, but now she's a little bit, I guess reactive to the doorbell. Our doorbell doesn't ring very often or knock.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
And so, we never desensitize her. So there we go. That's our own fault.
We don't like visitors.
That's probably it. And so that's something that like you think that's hard on a dog to be constantly like alert. And every time the door comes and they're going, that's like a lot of built up kind of, I don't know, emotions and energy, adrenaline, whatever they're going through every single time. And it might happen a dozen, it might happen 100 times in a couple hour span.
Yeah, and depends where you live.
That's the thing. So if you do have a dog, I don't know, do something else with them, take them out, leave them with a family member who isn't participating or don't participate. I don't know.
Participate in Halloween. Just turn off all the lights. Don't put out decorations.
Yeah.
Be a Grinch. If your dog is not ready for Halloween, is it really fair for them to participate in it?
Exactly.
If you have not prepared them either, if you have not taken that time to desensitize them to the doorbell, or maybe they're not used to having their little safe space in the basement, in the crate where they can just relax instead of being constantly alerted to the doorbell. Or maybe have a sign on the door, please don't knock, my dog will go crazy. You know?
Although, how would you know kids were there if you wanted them there? And then I guess kind of carrying on from that point is, okay, cool. Your dog is fine with guests. They're chill. This kid, maybe not kid, because kids usually dress in cute costumes, but like a young teenager with their scary outfits or something like that, or blacked out masks or whatever they are, hooded things, comes to the door and your dog just freaks out. It's like you said.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of dogs are like this, unless they're like bulletproof, hardcore trained dogs. They're like, they will get startled when they see something they've never seen before. And every dog, like the first time they see a bike, a wheelchair, a stroller, all of that, they're like, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
So you don't want this kid coming to your door. All of a sudden they have,
what's that guy from Star Wars that did death something?
Oh, Darth Vader.
Yeah, that one.
Well, like a helmet. No, I was going to say like wings. Like a Tinkerbell wings that are all glowing. These things, if this little girl has these like shiny wings that are, all of a sudden this dog sees these like reflecting wings from the light and they're just like, what the heck is that? And
is this a giant bird?
Start growling or barking or whatever, because now you're going to scare, no one's having a good experience. Now you're going to be yelling at your dog.
The kid's going to be freaked out.
Getting very passionate about this right now.
No, but the child, you never know. Your dog could actually attack the child.
Well, yeah, or the other opposite, you are going to get upset with your dog and you might accidentally discipline them or yell at them, but they're just startled.
Yeah.
A child seeing Darth Vader for the first time is probably going to be scared.
Yeah.
Or a clown or whatever, that kind of thing. You
don't know what will set your dogs off.
Yeah. So if they're home and they're okay, cool. Keep them, block off the stairs. I think we actually eventually did that.
Yeah.
We blocked off the stairs. So if she was curious, she can just see from the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
We, our door, we have a few stairs where our front door is. That's why people are like, what do you mean your stairs? Well, I guess you would leave them upstairs, something like that.
Yeah.
But don't allow them to get to the door because anything can happen. Yeah. Anything can happen.
Your dog could be, start barking at the kid might start crying. Your dog could actually run out the door,
Yeah.
There's so much commotion going on at the door. that your dog might just freak out and see you later. And it's scary during Halloween since the streets are so busy. There's cars everywhere.
There's people everywhere.
Yeah. You don't want that to happen. So maybe make sure that your dog
We're making Halloween sound very stressful for dog owners.
It's scary, right? Like Halloween is meant to be scary. And it actually is if you think about it for your dog especially. So make sure that your dog has tags. It has a collar on.
Exactly.
So if it does happen, if your dog decides, okay, you put in a battery, let's say, or your dog's so freaked out.
Or so worked up or something.
And they decide to jump the fence.
Or if a kid comes.
And just run out.
Or if a child comes dressed as a duck in Maple's like a stuff, duck toy. She loves those, you know what I mean? She'll just be like, oh my God, a giant stuffy. Maple's not like that, but I've seen other videos of dogs that do that. They'll just get too excited. It's like too aroused. I guess that's kind of the word. There's so many little dangers, like them escaping. Or you give this kid candy, chocolate, sugar, it misses the bag. Your dog is right there beside you.
Well, the thing is, the candy situation and the physical act of having things in a bowl and giving it to somebody, like it looks like you're giving a treat, right?
Oh yeah,
to a child.
You are giving them a treat.
So your dog could be like, "Oh, where's mine?" Right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
And then so you have to treat your dog at the same time. Yeah. But what if by accident? So this is what annoys me about Halloween too. Okay. It's the day after. So the day after you go out for a walk with your dog and there's candy everywhere on the ground.
Someone will try something, don't like it, they'll just throw, that's so true. You're right.
So don't let your dog
As
eat
we've
sweets.
talked about in hundreds dozens of episodes, I don't walk the dog as much, so I never realized that's a problem. But
that is a problem.
And candy is so toxic. Toxic's a very strong word, but obviously chocolate is, raisins are. Yeah. Candy in general, that's too much sugar for them. It's not good for them to have.
Don't want your dog eating candy. So
if it's a chewy thing, they can get caught in their throat.
Be a good human and actually just bring a poop bag with you and collect them.
Yeah. But then even so back to the night of Halloween, but you're giving a kid a treat and they drop it. You give a kid opens a door and sees the dog, and some children are scared of dogs. Like Maple, she doesn't look scary, but you might have a quote unquote scary looking dog. And we're not saying your dog is misbehaving or anything like that, but a kid might drop their candy bag and run away. Thinking of movies.
Especially when you have a scary looking dog Cane Corso or whatever, and they also have an outfit on. Yeah.
And so now depending on what your dog's self-control is, candy smells good. It's food. They might eat it. They might pick it up. Again, whether the kid drops it, whether you go to put it in their little bag and they're not paying attention and you drop it. I would like to say Maple's pretty good at leaving things, but you never know. They're quick sometimes if it's close enough. And
you might not even realize.
Even though it's wrapped, you don't know. They can still just scoop it up. And so it's more of a safety tip as well of just be careful with the candy. If you have a candy bowl sitting near your door on a table, make sure your dog can't grab it. If they're known to counter surf, because you feed them at dinner time or whatever like that, they're going to counter surf for the candy. And
they need to make sure candy is off limits. Don't pick it up. So there's a lot to think about training wise before Halloween happens. It can be very stressful for a dog and for a human too.
I guess we have to shut the lights off. We'll have the puppy again. We don't have it yet.
Yeah.
By the time this episode is out, we will, but
so it'll be first Halloween.
Yeah, first Halloween, but they would only be here for a week or two. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, so
but I'm thinking we should maybe hang out on the porch or something with the puppy just to desensitize it to people going.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
People being dressed funny. I think this is a great opportunity for us to just wander around on the streets.
Well, we would probably have to hold. Yeah, we would just walk around holding, and that would be good for Maple just to walk around. Put on our little glowing collar.
The only thing that I know for a fact that Maple is reactive towards is helmets for some reason.
Oh.
I don't know why.
We should probably put some helmets on and just walk
around
the house.
Yeah. Masks sometimes. She gets a little bit
Well, because it's but you got to realize if your dog hasn't seen it or is not used to it, of course they're going to.
Yeah.
Just be
I
like,
don't know.
what is
You just
that?
look like a human with a giant head. I
Yeah,
guess that's
like-
weird.
And so these are a lot of things to look out for. I guess just moving on from that. I mean, the candy one's a big one. The scary costumes is a big one.
Running out the door.
Running out the door. Even you dressing up. You might have bought a coolest costume and didn't think about it, and all of a sudden it's Halloween night. You're gonna put this on. Now your dog is terrified of you.
Exactly. That's important.
Yeah.
Like from a very young age, you should probably put on different outfits around
Yeah.
your dog. So they
It was
used
something we didn't do. Like Maple didn't know what an umbrella was for a very long time because it doesn't rain here
and
very
you don't
often.
think
No.
about it, right? But like umbrellas and hats,
And
different
so
hats.
if you're someone who loves Halloween, there's people that just love it and they just go all out. Just keep in mind of the dog. Be like, cool, go all out, but do it in stages.
Yeah.
Show your dog the tombstone little thing, the little skeleton hand you'll have sticking out of the ground.
Yeah.
So they also don't think it's a toy or if you take them out, they're like, oh, this looks like a bone.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it.
Exactly, right? And they start chewing, but
Yeah.
it's plastic.
Yeah.
Not so great for them. So
Everyone's
yeah.
worried about Halloween safety for kids. I think Halloween safety for dogs is there's more involved.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess your dog is on a leash. A kid's not on a leash when you go out for Halloween.
That's true, but
Yeah, so I
the
think-
dog is not always leashed, right?
Yeah.
Especially in the house. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. So I think those are kind of like the main points.
Also, if you decide to dress your dog
Yes.
for Halloween, you should probably always supervise your dog when they're wearing
Yeah.
something because you never know. They could get caught on something. They might start chewing
They might
on this
have
piece
bat
of
wings
fabric.
and want to rip them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't force the outfit on your
Yeah.
dog. So that's also important. A lot of people put outfits on the dogs and the dog's just like,
They're trying to shake
Not
it off and
having
rub it
it,
off.
yeah.
If you want to do it really fast, take a cute picture.
and then take it off. Yeah.
That's a lot of money for a photo, but welcome to life with a dog. Everything is a lot of money for a photo.
Yeah.
We all know that probably.
Actually, there's this thing when you go to a pet store. I'm not sure if this is everywhere in the world, but I remember when we got Maple's Halloween outfit, there's actually a return thing. So you can take the outfit home, take a picture or wear it one time and then return it. So, but you're not going to get all of your money back,
Oh, I
but a
didn't know-
percentage
I didn't
of
know
it.
that. Okay.
So you like returning a
It's like
used
you're
item.
renting.
So you
You're
rent,
renting.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's pretty smart.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And yeah, double check sizes. You might think your dog, because you read the back of the thing for the costume that, yeah, this is the size, and you go to put it on and rip. This is not the right size. Yeah, if the dog didn't have a double coat, it'd probably fit in this. So,
Yeah.
that's a thing, though. And there's lots of awesome, really cute outfits out there. But yeah, like you said,
Always supervise. Don't force it on a dog.
don't force it on them. And
Desensitize them first.
just have it
like,
fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you're rewarding them. Don't just shove it on. Kids are coming in 30 minutes. Let's get this thing on. And now your dog is
Yeah.
stressed because they're wearing clothes that they're not used to wearing or an outfit. And
Yeah.
there's people knocking at the door like, man, it's so many things. So I think that's a big thing. Halloween's coming up, within a week or two of this coming out, which is why we wanted to do this episode. It's important. I think doing seasonal ones, because as we talked about there were a lot of things that we just like, oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And you as a dog parent, especially if it's your first Halloween with your dog, you're not aware of these things.
Yeah.
And to be honest, if you've done dozens of Halloweens and you have stories, tips, advice, or things that, maybe we should have
Yeah.
added, please let us know. We might do another, we'll do
Yeah.
another one next year with this more in
the
depth.
biggest thing I think if you have done no training and you're like panicking, like, oh my God, it's Halloween coming up and I'm not sure how my dog's going to handle it. I think that the biggest advice is people are going to laugh about it because this is like an answer for everything, but it's to maybe crate train your dog. So don't get them to participate in Halloween. Just get them to have a safe space where you can put it in a quiet place at home and just, go through the day.
Yeah, it's only a couple hours,
Yeah.
the Halloween is. Or if there's two of you, have one person occupying the dog. Maybe if you're in a house, different floor, different room, you're training, you're playing, you're keeping them busy and they're just kind of ignoring the rest of what's going on.
Some
There's
dogs
lots
just
of
don't want to
solutions.
get involved.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
They can just stay in their safe place, wait out a couple hours until the whole
But be the advocate for
celebration's
your
done.
dog. Just
Yeah.
like we said in lots of our episodes about training, about nutrition, all of this stuff. Just be the advocate for your dog. If
Yeah.
there's, you know,
If your dog's not ready to have visitors, just put a giant sign on your door being like, please don't
home.
knock, not home.
I was going to
We
say
are
leave
not
the
celebrating.
candy outside, but then one
Yeah.
punk teenager will take the whole bowl, you know.
Oh, it happens all
I
the
wouldn't
time.
trust people nowadays. Maybe 20 years ago, the trust system existed, but sure, someone would TikTok that being like, look at me stealing all the candy from this house. Halloween.
Yeah.
That's it.
I love Halloween.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, we do like it. You know, but I think, yeah, you're right. I think that's a good idea. Just be outside. Just sit outside to go around the block.
Yeah.
Just get them to like, look, if people want to come maybe and like, oh, can I say hi to your dog? As long as it's not overwhelming and they are wearing costumes, let them, you know, as long as your dog's not scared, please like look for stress signals. We talked about that in previous episodes.
Yeah.
If they're like stressed,
That's the
do
thing.
not feel
like,
afraid to be like, no,
Yeah.
like, they're learning. Like, please don't.
there's a thing, right? You can either choose for your dog not to participate, or you can choose for your dog to go out there and to socialize with the
Yeah.
madness, right?
That's a great idea. This is perfect timing, actually, because like that's like ultimate socialization.
Even if
There's
they
so
don't
many
want
different
to
things.
interact with anybody,
Yeah.
right? Like
Just for them
it's
to
still
see.
for them to see what's going on and be part of it, but not really participating.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. If we're gonna sit outside, do we have to buy candy for the kids because we're technically home? I don't know.
We still have candy from like 2 years ago.
No, we are
Just
not
saying.
giving that out.
It
we
might
are
be
not.
toxic.
We are not giving that out. Okay, we probably should be throwing it away. Just for you listening or watching this, please. If you come to our house, you're getting 2-year-old candy. So don't come. No, I'm just kidding.
We won't give
It
you
is.
expired candy.
It's still
don't
in the
worry.
bowl. It's still in like
in the bowl.
in the same bowl in the cupboard.
In the Halloween bowl.
In the Halloween
Yeah.
bowl. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's throw that away.
Probably
And on
should.
that note, that's it for this episode. Yeah, if you have any other tips or advice about how to prepare or deal with Halloween and your dog, please let us know. We would love to know things. We've only done two of them so far
2 Halloweens,
Yeah,
with our Maple.
with our dog. I mean, I guess I did as a kid, but I don't remember. I was too busy out trick or treating.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
You've got
that's it.
sweet tooth.
Yeah, I
I'm
do.
surprised we still have that candy.
I know. I do too.
Anyway.
That's all. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Okay, bye for now.